champion potential here for Bucharest. Woxic going to be waiting out for the long play, and we get just a glimpse of Nyx taking a shot or two. Oh,
come on.
That's gross. Very gross. Flick shot into the second player. Sixy just hits the ground in an attempt to trade it out. And again, there will be this conversation as this first map of the series goes on. The fact that Aurora are playing Anubis, one of the best, if not the best, and therefore uphill battle to kick off the series. Aurora wastes no time swarming down into the canal to take Complexity out in the pistol. That high, especially versus opposition like Aurora. But I say that, it was established versus opposition such as Falcons and FaZe.
And G2, I mean, they've had a crazy hard run. FURIA as well.
Joda lines him up. 30 bullets spray, and JT doesn't get the trade back. Not one kill for Complexity so far, easily sweeping down into Canal. And it is nothing but grim. Just praised his entries. He's the last guy to step up to the plate to at least kill Madger to collect some sort of a cost here. He's going to get flanked, though, from Spawn. That is an auto shotgun flanking him from Spawn, reloading one shell at a time. I, in all my days, have never seen that.
I'm sure Complexity will be aware of it.
Double challenge out of E-Box. Halzerk whittled down to half health, kind of stuck there for a second. Flash gets JT in, and the trades go back and forth. 2 deaths per team. Opens up some timing here for Sixy. He tries to get activated through middle, but now Bomb's gonna have to get picked up at some point. The only real compromise that Aurora has made is this mid control.
Yeah, I think you just keep forward with these lurks. I mean, Sixy at the very minimum has a really...
He's gotta stay on high alert here, but he's wanting to help out with utility. Will he think about Joda being this close? Now he knows. That's confirmed.
Grim has a smoke as well.
Joda actually burns out the E-Box, but that's going to take some time off of their retake.
Oh, maybe he didn't.
Ooh, Grim exposed, tagged by the Ops, still sitting on a third of his health. Double up down in E-Box. Great flashbang from Grim. Him and Sixy clear out E-Box now. Woxic opping up close. Missed no scope, and Complexity pull it off.
Man, that's an amazing moment for Complexity. A late round situation after a game that started 4 rounds down with 4 kills, and they pull this off.
They're going to let that pop and just leave Wicadia to take contact from Heaven. Again, Sixy senses an opening out mid.
Man, this is a lot of space given to Complexity, who have been lurking a ton. And oh, Woxic misses that. That's really rough for Aurora. Now they have to worry about a flank through Spawn, even if it doesn't come.
Although they molly it. JT, he's going to try to lead the charge up with Sixy in through E-Box. 2 more players here. Joda's going to tuck into the platform. Santeras can't get his kill quick enough. Joda will find his one. Woxic also then denies that lurk out into A site. And so just as Complexity kind of second guess this commitment, yeah, they're going to walk this in quietly. Joda's still here and still ready to deliver, as he has since the get-go. Missed shot from Halzerk, but another chance.
What?
Snaps the AK over, can't hit them both. Complexity, a bit of back and forth as Aurora didn't really buy on either commitment.
Ultimately, this comes down to Jota. He just saves them. This would have been one trade in the site. That smoke down in Temple, a bomb plant, certainty.
Sixy keeps testing these timings, and he's bringing support.
Oh, that's
Santeras is going to react to him, but luckily he brought that second teammate.
I mean, testing the reactions, but nobody's pushed. And the only time that someone's taken a duel there is Woxic. He got blinded and mollied and died. They've basically been successful every time they've come up middle. It's like really on Aurora to, I think, press back.
Here we have that double op setup. Madger will be given a chance and will not miss it. No entry this time, Grim. Starts to look bleak. Joda on jail prevents any kind of a walkthrough with that double smoke, despite the depth of it. So what's left of Complexity to offer here at 45 seconds will just be this B-site commitment. Joda continues to slide up closer along this wall. Madger gonna go clear Canal as these utilities trickle over. Back's turned to him, but
they got 2.
Halzerk was able to kill Madger before Joda shoots him in the back of the head. This reopens the round. We get this flank out of Wicadia, taking its time.
Out of the double E-box. No, they're going to go back to main.
JT hit by the nade. Doesn't seem like he's considering this timing, so Wicadia walks in at the right moment. Back to the M4. It's going to come down to Nyx. 1 kill so far this map. He decides not to play in the depths of E-box. Oh, and if he was just able to get around that corner.
Wicadia was holding that.
Yeah.
So that was actually very nice from Wicadia. He didn't play it aggressively, and that was a spot where how are you going to hold for that specific fight? Really well done here from him.
Joda stepping up, and Xanterez not far off. Doesn't mean Complexity can't win this game, just means it's going to be harder than they would have hoped. But they've been taking down that better opposition. Wicadia, in his last dying breath, drops Grim. There's a second from Nyx. Able to get his hands on the AK. Halzerk swings with the Tech 9. They try to go for frags.
And Nyx keeps going.
Opens up further space. From the bottom of the board here was Nyx, but a triple kill thrusts Complexity into the post plant.
You thought Anchor couldn't press W. Here's Nyx.
And Aurora.
Is this angle going to be good? Let's see.
You think it could catch one off guard? I mean, 3 kills deep already, banking on his teammates. Oh, he just disassembles the position. It's still a tough ask of Aurora, so one of them's going to leave. Joda starts to sprint away. That save happens. That is a single multi-kill from Nyx to win the round.
Massive round. I want to say he tapped crouch right before his second kill and hit that first bullet headshot with the AK. Man, Complexity really needed a round like this because Aurora are winning. This half isn't even competitive if Aurora win that round, and it's CD side for them.
Because you're in playoffs. And with FaZe in playoffs, this tournament's in the air. 6E underhands the flash, Wicadia blind as can be. And it is a double entry out of Complexity after playing options across the map.
What gave them the right to do this?
I don't know.
I don't know, but you know what? They had the balls, right? They wanted to just...
The balls.
They had the balls to follow through.
The confidence. You know what gives them the right to do that? The fact that Nyx, Grim, and 6E are all having their best tournaments on European soil.
Yeah, and the fact that Nyx is in the conversation with opening duels and success rates only makes that even more convincing.
Roger collects 1, but round 11 goes Complexity, and the North Americans in the lead. Look like Aurora, we're going to play this aggressive out of the gate. We saw that early E-box poke from Major, for example. JT put a quick end to some of that. But they have been slightly muted as this half has gone on, having to try to play reactive. Who had Grim pinned as on for a great year? JT, very adamant about trying to take over E-box early, but him and his counterpart of Major lock early on, and that is man advantage. Aurora taken away. Just straight up smoke spams to kill Joda. 13 and 6 half, nothing to be ashamed of. He had been rock solid inside the B site. Wouldn't be surprised if you see now Complexity try to take a swing at this again, but it's a fast reaction from Aurora, going still 3 defenders deep on this site.
He's actually just going to turn this into a lurk. They have no idea that this could be the case, but now they're walking back because they're worried about a hit going towards the A site. And, you know, I feel like Complexity should still think about this, but it's becoming a little too late.
Yeah, jig is up. They know what's going down. Grim double, though. You want a little X factor? There it is. Peeks into E-box. Still stands. There's another player just shot. Xanterez missed the first one. Halzerk, he may be low, but it's an op in hand versus Xanterez. And the wide swing off the mark. Aurora's going to take that 6th. Good decision from Xanterez to play the opposite side of mid doors.
Well, double push outside of B. This is how you get info back.
Missed shots. There was chances there. 6E was hoping some of his teammates would have been able to land something. He only had 1 health. It is easy for Aurora to take down that A bomb site. They'll lose their 5th member in, but barely resistance here. Complexity in the second pistol.
Yo!
I'd maybe take it back. 3 kills deep. They just thought they were able to push this one over the line. Thing is, so much time. Come on now, Grim.
I know. And just swing.
Come on,
Why
Grim.
not, dude? He is on it right now.
He's thinking about it. Look at that crazed smile. He says, let me go, JT. Going through the own smoke.
Well, it's an interesting setup. They don't spam these doors.
Right.
Grim
In the right position here. MP9 still in the corner. Grim's going to take a lot of attention. And that MP9, as you'd expect, catches somebody off guard. Woxic just wants to leave, and Halzerk continues to try to press that. Grim's able to get the M4 out. There's another wild swing out of Nyx. Wicadia gets blindsided, but stop overcooking.
Yeah, I mean,
Halzerk
he
tries
wants
the peek
his
window.
Yeah, he just here. You need to know I'm here. If you want to run all the way back, it's not going to be an easy option. You go into B. We got 2 guys.
Magic coming back. They seem very aware of it. Nyx even thinking maybe the stairs will get cleared. Oh, he gets it. A little bit labored, but he finishes off Madger. Woxic, you've got to either give up your back or just try to go and plant. Molotov can cover that flank from Nyx, but already you've got JT in camera. It's a Desert Eagle and JT. He's going to try to pressure bomb, and damn it, there it is. Deagle to the head. Complexity force buy for 7.
Excellent setup inside of middle. Great use of that 1M4 from Grim.
Pistol player sets it up for both an M4 and MP9 kill mid. Nyx's flank. Oh, and then a double nade on top of it. So pistol loss be damned. Complexity bounce back with the force buy, and now 5v4 in round 15.
Well, I thought this was going to get out of hand. You know, Aurora get T side. Complexity CT side is not nearly as good as their T side. They lose the pistol, but this really does change things.
An organization that's been around in Counter-Strike forever had fallen to what felt like new depths. But the return is clearly here. Aurora, Tech9's not going to find anything this one. It is an 8th for Complexity with ease. All 5 players standing, free AKs across the board. That is a kick-started CT side that Aurora can in the past and should still be able to contend with. You know, remains adamant on one half of the map time and time again. So I feel like setting up in middle kind of opens the door to figure out where Aurora want to begin their halves. Eventually you get that classic Madger sleight of hand where the bomb site changes. Nyx, ooh, slides in, able to kill Wicadia off the front of that. You get this fast move down from Halzerk. Not comfortable for him to get into the bricks. And he's not able to catch his kill. Sixy also popped towards camera. Good cover. Woxic and Joda kill a piece in that site.
Looked like JT had found an important pickoff, but it's still 2-on-3, so far away from this site, and we've got Grim going all the way back to spawn. They're happy to take the knee on this one. They're going to fall back, just as Complexity did to them in the first half.
They see nothing.
I love how Grim was so blind, but he was still clearing the angles. Just
in case, muscle memory.
Yeah, muscle memory.
Oh, this does not bode well for Cole. Double kill quickly for Aurora. It's an aggressive play out of Nyx, trying to push A main. Woxic more than happy to hold it back. Still 2 members here for Complexity. You've got Aurora grouped up down in E-box. Sixy picks up his kill on that lurk, but Halzerk goes down. Grim is still standing backside. Time to go hero mode. Re-peeks into Madger, finds a second off the AUG, and Sixy's position once known, but he wraps back through A site and around towards the back of Canal. Definitely the least expected of the rotations, but Wicadia will still plant in the off chance that he had pushed bridge.
They had to be worried about Nyx, I think, dying. So tried to cover that too. He's made decent time here, and look at the utility. 1 kill, it gets a little bit sketchy for Aurora.
Oh, that helps. Joda, head pop. You've got Sixy with utility and a kit picked up. Wicadia repositions, hides behind Obelisk. Sixy trying to figure out options. Time to post a clutch. Smoke onto the bomb to try to cause a little more chaos. We've got a knife out in the smoke, but it's off the mark.
He can't find him.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Wicadia able to stab him in the side. Sixy gets gutted. And a gut-wrenching round loss for Complexity. Right, if you get off it?
Because, no.
No, I mean like get off the knife. That was the worst word I could have used to describe. Could have avoided it.
I helped my uncle jack off a knife.
I know what I meant. Nick's gonna try this again. Dude, he has died 3 times, getting into A main or pushing beyond it.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame JT.
Nyx just wants nothing to do with it, but keeps getting sent out there like a soldier.
They miss a flash inside of E-Box, won't slow him down.
Bridge flank in position. I mean, we already saw a 3 versus 5 come down to the 1v1.
You know Grim wants him to come.
Halzerk gonna activate, held by Woxic. Did he have to?
Yeah,
At
but
30
now they
seconds,
just-
smoke up.
They just leave because they've got the A site as well. Ooh, nice
Santera's
kill.
ready and waiting inside of E-Box. Grim's gonna catch another one, but the bomb will run over towards, excuse me, A for the plant.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know how far they pushed. I mean, it's even scary to save at this moment. I mean, the best way to win around at the moment is just avoid Grim. And the flank, unfortunately, it was in a great spot to find him. If he stayed alive on the flank and didn't turn the corner, they maybe exec B and then the flank could come in, but...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Do you need to remain so adamant about the aggressive starts?
Yeah, like what if they did this, you know, Canals play with Grim coming out? I feel like just looks like a healthier way to approach CT aggression.
Check out the stack, though. I mean, if ever there was a moment where a gamble could work out, there's 2 CTs dead. No indication that there would be more, but Nyx makes his play. There it is. Bomb cut off. E-Box players arrive. And now 60 swings in, double kills his. It's both the newcomers with 2 kills a pop.
Oh my.
60, this is a crazy corner to play.
It is absolutely insane. He's going to shoulder
walking
peek.
in on the op. He's not going to see this coming, but he just keeps giving it over. Woxic now knows that he's ready, and he waits, and he misses. 60 also unable to strike him down. The Tech 9 will prevail. Tough stuff. Complexity.
Oh, he was so low on HP. I think he knew he moved into... Yeah, I think, unfortunately, Grim and 60 got let down a little bit here. Needed a bit of a better day, at least out of Nyx.
And Halzerk.
Yeah.
Grim dead first again. Nyx is going to get aggressive, wins this duel on A, is supported, just in case things hadn't gone well. But with that mid flank from Xanterez already starting to attack from Temple, this is way too easy. Completely vacant B bomb site. Although the bridge player gets killed by 60, still it's not going to stop that bomb unless he just runs it down on the site. Madger is still trying to get to B. There's a bridge drop queued up by 2 players potentially. 60 beckons them in.
Full paranoia right now. Bomb's running around him. There's players on top of him. He's trying to figure out what site they want to go to.
He should never have a chance. And he'll get smoked off as he arrives towards middle. They still haven't gotten that bomb to his site. 60 gonna try his damnedest to be the hero yet again, but that gets shut out by Woxic. Aurora's T-side too good. Aurora's Anubis too good.
Maybe Shadow Daggers. What the fuck is this? Nah, man. Yes, sir. That's my style.
They are the North Star for how to get good on train for everybody. Nobody's beating them right now.
Okay, all right, I see you, JT. You know, it's always it's that fun element of complexity where, like, back in the day with Leash, they were just like these vertigo merchants. You know, they become masters of the fringe. They'll find their way in.
That's a good name for it. Yeah.
And then from that soft white underbelly, they can get one map of a series at least. That's kind of the game plan today. Win your pick, and we'll see where the chips fall in the final of this series. But Aurora showed us some individual level that looked convincing. Slippery bomb plant into the B site as that execute we saw jump down onto A had Aurora all wrapped up. They were convinced it was outer. Wrong. Grim down beneath Z. Woxic doesn't see a way back in, so they're going to call it quits. But Halzerk's actually in between. Excuse me, hiccups. Damn it. In between the last two CTs.
Hiccups are very embarrassing.
I know. I think it's the worst thing as a commentator.
Barely a
to
man.
have. Barely a man. Barely a man. I don't know if I'd go that far.
All right, no saving. Another round, one on train for complexity.
Scout's gonna fall first. Aurora, this force buy banking now on SMGs. Wicadia kind of steps into the MAC-10 of JT, makes it all the easier. Joda, the only successful piece of the Aurora force buy, and it's only the one kill for him, so complexity convert quickly. Look at a speedrun map too, maybe.
I think Nyx is a core part of Complexity's success because on the harder side of the map, he's super comfortable playing solo B.
Walks out, but gets found out by Joda. Good timing on clearing around Thomas. Could go challenge Ivy instead by the looks of it. Ivy's been underplayed in my mind. Can be weird once you get to the end of it, no longer having that deep line into the A site, right? Usually you'd be able to compromise all of these three players out on that field, but they start to turn back as the jig is up for complexity. Aurora understanding damn well what's coming their way, just looking to cover Madger, who then gets active into that pack of players, emerging from Ivy, but losing bodies as they step ever closer. Halzerk dropped to 7 health, the only kill to come out of that 3-player complexity push. Meanwhile, JT's up in the rafters.
With the Nyx mega carry, attempted carry. But I think this really puts on display like the problems of Ivy at the moment. It's not that Ivy isn't useful. It will always be useful because it's the third port of entry towards the A site, which means it compromises some spots. But it's hard to get to the top of Ivy. You can see that Xanteris can still find a way to fight you and get away. That someone could peek Icon a little bit late and then still give you problems. Wrap around through Old Bomb and peek you. So you basically have to work overtime for a very small advantage now with the way that Ivy is set up. Complexity will still be willing to do it, but as you can see, it is rampant with risks.
I feel like we've had metas within this train that featured Wicadia and CT's constantly pushed up into T-Con. At other times, they'll let it go, but right now Wicadia is in deep. They put 2 smokes down on the entrance, but he gets spammed back through. That suddenly feels like an invitation for complexity. However, Woxic playing the field in between the trains, back into the cover, holding off on Pop Dog. Ooh, he saw that. He is on high alert, ready for that swing. Strikes Nyx down, and Halzerk shut out by the player in the backdrop. Good multi-kill moment here from Woxic. That op is online, and Aurora convert for a second CT round win.
That sandwich spot is just so high yield for good oppers, and Woxic is someone who's very comfortable in combat positions.
Just to emphasize Woxic's performance on Train, across 2025 on LAN, he averages a 1.12 rating.
Oh.
You change that to Train, it skyrockets to 1.26. 5 matches of domination from the Opper, and Joda, he's gonna stand tall on the B test again. Unable to find all of them though, Grim reopens the possibility with the post plant. Here comes Woxic on the prowl.
A little bit awkward for Grim.
Smoke. Grim tries to get out of it, feels like he's got to make a move happen. Man advantage given back over to the defense, and now the retake, full force, it's on. from 3 different angles, but a missed op shot gives Sixy a chance to reposition. They know where he's at, and he can't manage to hang on to those last 2, so Aurora tie the game. 3 rounds each. It's a retake needed, but it comes in smooth. It has, over time since the start of the year, tapered downwards, so we'll see if he's able to get back into it. But I think, you know, I brought it up just because you're highlighting that position specifically on the outer yard, and I feel like Woxic just, I mean, the amount of smokes he goes through out there, it's almost unbelievable. But speaking of going through smokes, Complexity commit.
Oh, the HP is so
Huge
low.
Cost. So much damage done by the nades. Madger could just clean up everybody with a couple more shots. Those 3 low bars still remain, and sure enough, there it is. 2 kills made easy by the early damage. Flank out of Joda wastes no time. Aurora are sweeping away this T side now. 4 rounds consecutive from the defense.
Yeah, unfortunately now it looks like maybe the streak is in jeopardy. Complexity, it's like they saw. It's like they went to go train just for the opportunity to be better than Aurora on this map.
She won't shake up Woxic, however, B-site crumbles. Sixy can grab a gun, bomb plant, no issue here. Just Joda over there, toppled, empty-handed. Wakadia thinks he can just force his way out through connector. Halzerk's gonna try to milk this for more.
He's not gonna see anyone else right now.
He hears the others coming in from spawn. Now he's got 2. Halzerk's managed to pull this off. At least execution on Woxic. He's got a helping hand in Sixy soon enough. Would have loved a second, but it feels like that is the round win at least. Feels like 9 out of 10 times that goes wrong for Halzerk.
Yeah, I was worried about it.
All right, Complexity make it interesting with Grim solo outer hit, while 4 guys flood down into the B site, and poor Joda can't hang on alone.
Yeah, it's a quick fake here.
83% success rate on T-side entries coming into this match. Train could definitely continue to pad those stats. We've seen him keep going. Sixy pressured, both him and JT tagged. The T-Con exit not made comfortable. Madger ends up finding.
Okay.
Ooh, but look at this, perfect stuff from Sixy. He doesn't waste his time here. 4 versus 2 advantage from Complexity. Grim on the hunt. Madger gets the contact that he was looking for, but tries to keep himself small. Sits on the side of sight. Joda trying to serve up a distraction. Madger, though, blindsided by the silent walk-in of Nyx.
Whoa.
Joda does the same thing to take the same position, but he misses his chance at first. Almost pushes Sixy over the line, but a 2K from Sixy that also closes out the round and puts Complexity back in the lead.
It's another haymaker for Complexity outdoors.
I mean, if Grim's entry stats have been as great as they are, then why not just let him go for it?
Yeah. The other part of it is you can have a really high success rate. Like, you know, Shiro might have 80%, but he's been attempting 26% as well.
Right.
Which is really up there.
Well, they're going to take damage, and they try to throw Ivy back into the mix. Doesn't look good for Complexity this time. A Wakadia double kill, that smoke on T-Con. Even though it was there, Complexity didn't shy away from it. Nice triple from Wakadia this round. He just doubles his frags in a single round. But how about that 61v5, huh? How about it?
How about it? Ooh.
We'll never know.
Okay. So he doesn't have to panic. Oh, and a new look. What a shot, Halzerk.
Oh, poor Madger. Excellent shot.
3 icons through icon.
Woxic returns it, although much less flashy. Sometimes it just needs to be simple. Wakadia is going to walk up, find a back turn to his right. Oh, never mind. Through the smoke. That smoke is the perfect cover. It comes with the perfect timing for Halzerk. Joda is the next layer of this, though. I mean, how many players have just crisscrossed through these upper halls? That's 4 players.
I mean, Joda's got a great spot, actually. They're not going to look at this.
You've got Grim perched. Oh, but that's assuming Joda actually went back to the bomb site. Nyx is going to back up into him. Nyx, of course, going to get caught off guard. And then even Grim gets peeled off at the top of the train. That I didn't expect. Looked like a locked-in position. If Joda had killed him from the ladder, that's one thing. Or Pop Dog, rather. But JT finds a response back, so now it's got to be the Joda clutch. He's already made it out of Pop. MongolZ, oof, locked into the corner now. Trying to peel him off. Joda closes the distance. JT repositions to the opposite side of Ivy. And now he's going to try to come at this site.
Why did he?
Down goes MongolZ. He had a pistol in hand. He gets popped, and the bomb's not planted for JT. This is going to cause a bit of panic. Joda's just going to stick this. Not the way that Complexity want their first half to fizzle out, but it's back-to-back rounds, Aurora.
MongolZ not really aware of how his teammate was playing that. He needed a little bit more time. I mean, he could have got walked up onto, but JT knows that, so...
Different ways to play it. Unfortunately for Complexity, felt like it just got too disjointed. Bit of confusion in the final decision, maybe. Oh, poor Sixy, insta-gushed.
Nothing worse than that.
It's not the first pistol round either in the series where he's the first guy that just gets insta-dinked and has to go and hide. We saw it on Anubis CT side, same thing. They send him out, he gets gushed, and then his teammates did nothing. This time, Nyx looks to step up, tries to track that third player over. It's still 2 clean kills from Nyx, and MongolZ not too far away. They figure out his position, trying to flood into the oil train, then back's turn to JT. He gets his double, and down they go. Aurora plant, but it's a Complexity round win in the pistol.
JT makes up for it a bit right there, picks up some slack. 2 kills for him on this pistol, and Nyx so good on those flat angles, and that's what we're going to be paying attention to here on the CT side.
And as the thunder roars, Nyx gets into position. Flank here from Sixy soon enough. Grim finds the first kill, but Joda just runs that MAC-10 into the site. Great catch from Major. He's going to switch back over to the scout. Grim's AUG just continues to find kills, and it's why they have this advantage. We've got Xantares smoking off connector. Major concerned about Icon.
Man, they got so much time on the smoke. JT has to slow it down.
They try to go for the boost, but they're bumping their heads onto the lamp. That's not ideal, so JT decides to just do it on his own. He says, what the hell are you guys doing? Get out here. JT cleans up to go 9-7 as Complexity put the score 8-6.
Okay. A couple of heroes here. JT and Grim again. You know, it's going to be hard to ask for help now if you're Nyx.
Especially with Joda about to walk out and blindside you. You're just banking this isn't going to happen, and Joda just wants to get a little more for it.
Yeah, you just take it, right? You just know the site's open. You can get so far ahead. It's going to be so hard to rotate into Z.
Ouch.
And with Nyx's position, there's no way you would play close to him. They know all of this. They're instantly saving, I'm sure. Pushing all the way through spawn. How are they going to win?
Bomb has been planted.
Got to be careful with your life, even if it's the other side of the map.
Yeah, draws a player out of Z, so there's no eyes on upper B.
And unfortunately for Nyx, he was actively spotting it, but Joda had crossed long before. Complexity might just vacate it entirely, but they don't actually have to be that worried about it.
So still slow things down at 45. MongolZ, easy first pickup. Wicadia walks right into it. Second shot's just as good. And MongolZ goes further forward. What's the move, Aurora? Do you still believe in any kind of recovery? Bodies continue to just drop here at the hands of Complexity. It's not just an op, but Grim forward-facing inside that A site. And he's going to go deeper and deeper. I mean, the more space you give them, the more they'll take. Complexity double digits off of the back of a very front-facing round. Felt like they were ready to sign up for fistfights the moment Sixy went flying out Ivy.
Xantares in jeopardy of dying after time.
Uh-oh.
He's got this AK he would love to keep on. Grim now starting the hunt. Xantares. Oh, he gets spotted. There's someone coming up behind him. I don't know. They're trying to shoot him through the walls. But it looks like he'll survive. Jeremy.
All right.
See what I'm saying? That op would have got a kill right here.
I feel you. I see you.
Uh-oh.
And they see Sixy. Thinking he can get aggressive through the pop dog. Aurora have other ideas. And by default, that's going to burn some time off. MongolZ given a chance to double back to Ivy. Just missed it.
Oh, we missed it.
And it doesn't
pretty rough
seem like
because
he saw it.
It was a full clear as well, so he's just going to trust it for a few seconds. And there's a chance he just gets shot in the back. No, he turns around. Oh, it's too late. Oh, man. I mean, honestly, I want to feel bad for him, but he also didn't fully clear it.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
Just gave it a check, and maybe they hadn't turned the corner right there. It's possible he came in earlier and didn't see anything, but...
No half measures are allowed in situations like these.
Definitely, it is rough timing. Like, if he had done that half clear a second later, he still would have seen him, but that's tough. That's tough. That's Train, though. Train is just timings.
God, that is actually such an example. I mean, the fact that they walked all the way from upper B.
Oh.
Okay. To Ivy in silence.
Yeah.
You know, all of that would lead you to believe that this game hates Halzerk. The universe hates Halzerk, but he could have prevented the universe from screwing him over if he had full cleared it. No half measures, folks.
Small moment of timing. But now we got Nix on an MP9. Money's getting a little low. He doesn't even have full nades. Didn't even give your boy full nades in B?
Nope.
Come on now.
An incendiary.
That's pretty wild, actually.
Poor guy's got an MP9, an incendiary, 5 kills, 13 deaths, and a whole pack of Aurora players that can contest with him, but they don't follow through right away. JT moves out of connector. He's got a smoke to offer up. That gets thrown, but it's not going to land in time. JT, he's got to try to hold it. Nix does a bit more damage, just enough, but Halzerk burns. He runs out through the fire to try to hold them off on ramp, and that does still keep them out of sight.
Whoa.
Bomb is down at the base of that ramp, and there's timing for Sixy to walk up towards it.
It's like literally impossible for Grim to run up this way, so he's got to go all the way around, and that means walking as well.
But he doesn't check. And so it may have been scooped up. Down the ramp they'll come. Now they're spotted. Both bodies. A little bit of vision. Grim gets caught by the Woxic op. The bomb is down on site. Woxic puts the smoke down. Sixy's going to try to charge this. Wild moves here off the ladders. Hanging on to Thomas, looking for a chance. The barrel of the op also just on that corner. Madger's gonna go for the plant again. Sixy's lost in smoke. He emerges and Woxic hits a killer headshot to put Aurora within 1.
Yeah, both of those kills ultimately by way of op. Excellently done here from Woxic.
And the 4 rounds after that, 3 of them come up Aurora. We see the money bottom out for Complexity here in round 20. A deagle and a flash, all they'll have. 3 players up close on Wicadia. There's the flashbang. He'll dodge it, but the USP still prevail, and that's a rifle offer over.
Yeah, they're not exactly ready to hit B either. Bombs outside of T-Con. And Nix has a deagle.
Sixy hears this. He's also scooped up a Molotov for whatever that'll be worth. Desert Eagle's in hand.
Nix's deagle is fierce, and there's one kill.
And so are his B holds more often than not. Halzerk's AK finds one. JT USP. Nix gets killed by Madger, who finds himself in a 1v2 now. He turns back around. Sixy, just the USP gets popped. Not a lot of damage there. And we had this conversation earlier. Who's the most clutch on Aurora? Madger's name always comes up.
Yeah, he's very clever in these moments. Sixy grants him this opportunity. He doesn't know where JT could have potentially went, and with the amount of time coming off the clock, you know it's very likely that he comes closer to Z. 40 seconds, he's gonna re-clear icon, not see anything.
Nothing yet.
Planning outside is scary. 12 bullets here for Madger.
There's no need for JT to give up connector. He can still just float between options.
And JT's probably thinking about inner now. Like, how's he taking so long to do this?
He's just gonna cover his bomb. That'll give him a chance to get off of it. This AK-47 does not have Kevlar. Madger. Oh, he did it! JT comes in with the headshot. 1 deag, 1 flash. It felt like momentum was all theirs until a deagle and a flashbang turn the tide on Train. With Cadia quickly down to Pop Dog. JT again at bat. Flashes come from over top. He's got full vision, but he won't find a kill this time around. Halzerk's gonna drop one. All these guns lean back, rifles at a distance, as Aurora desperate to close this gap. They've been corralled behind that E-box. Utility lands on top of them, and Cole have pushed them to a 3rd map in this quarterfinal. They survived that test. JT pulls this out of the hat.
47 and 27.
He is playing better than ever.
This is literally Nico numbers at the moment versus Aurora.
Nyx and Sixy are playing better than ever. Halzerk showed us...
Nyx?
Oh, yeah, well...
Nyx 2 stinkers back-to-back. They need them.
Yeah, you're right. Climb over top of main. We got the waterfall smoke in front of Grim. That'll deny him vision. Pistol looking good here for Complexity. Contact outer. Finally goes back to Aurora's favor with a single kill. Ooh, Sixy's got other ideas.
Bomb dropped. Madger, 13 health. Trying to fight. They won't stop coming, though. Okay, Complexity, taking matters into your own hands. Well, maybe it doesn't have to be JT versus Antares outside if you bring all your friends.
That's the thing, right? But if Apogee can show up this week and dominate like they did in their first LAN as a team, then why can't Complexity transition their
Complexity won 2 train games versus Chill Guys,
Exactly.
and then came in, beat FaZe in G2,
Ding, ding, ding.
and now Aurora on LAN.
Sky's the limit for the American core. Ooh, Xantares, though, gonna keep it sharp. It's not even a headshot.
What do you call it when Sixy swings an angle?
What?
Ballmer's peak.
I don't get it. Sorry.
Oh, come on.
Sorry,
that was so good.
I'm sorry. No, you're on your own.
Oh, that was so good.
I've let you down.
Now he better come in here and go, nice one.
Now he's gonna come in here and talk. Is it a type of beer?
I'll break this down for you in a second. That was too good. That was too good.
Such a good joke. Let me explain it to you. Let me talk to you about how Aurora are going to take a B site with no resistance. Ramp player is going to try to run down with a FAMAS, not even running. Nyx hears them towards the dark corner. We'll know there's a couple bodies on dark. 2 sets of feet have stomped on dark side. He waits for the planter to come up. He knows they're down there. He should have this figured out. Madger thinks maybe he's being sneaky, but I swear Nyx knows. He should. They both step. He falls down into it. Madger's going to get the better of him. And now Halzerk from above with a kill already. He's got a smoke, the kit, everything he needs to win this clutch. Bomb at the halfway point. Oh! He just walks in, crouch slow.
Didn't walk. He just walked the whole time.
Come on now. How uninspired.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, he kind of gave Madger a way to win that. I think at some point.
5-7, first blood. Sixy with no vision, can't hold them back. Nyx gets the double. You've got the smoke player coming out. Joda plays. 2 headshots off the Galil, and now it's only Halzerk left. Fire ahead of him. That's a saving moment here from Joda.
Did Nyx run out of ammo?
Could have been on the reload. Could have maybe turned. Maybe there was the flash. Halzerk. Oh, the player down beneath just left the door wide open. Joda from 2 kills to letting Halzerk in.
Uh-oh, that's a huge mistake. My goodness, does not need to know if someone's in mini in that position. Halzerk, what a shot on the second kill, though. We can give him that. I mean, I don't know how you can be mad. You just really made that choice actively.
You know, yeah.
Nobody told you to do that, Joe. There's no one.
I mean, that'd be crazy if he was asked to do that.
No.
Okay. Here it comes. Pop out of the hut. MP9 from above. Grim doubles down. And now's the Tech9 response. Antares back into the hut. Back from where they came. Returns with a MAC-10. Quad kill! Xantares!
What?
On for the ace. Double headshot Nyx. Xantares trying to get the last one over.
He got it!
He will from start to finish. Stomps on Cole. Oh, that is the stuff of nightmares, and we said coming into this game that we weren't talking about Xantares. Well, now you've got a reason to.
What was that? Oh, stop. Halzerk's scout has been unbelievable so far.
JT's AK finds one. Grim just gets the P250 kill.
Wait, what?
How are they pulling this off again?
No way, Halzerk again?
Double scout headshots.
Joking.
He had the AK working with him. Now Woxic 1v5 under pressure. 2 kills collected, but the 60 Deagle ends it. There's a reason to believe in Complexity today because the X factor from start to finish.
Halzerk, man.
One of these rounds for Aurora by way of a Xantares ace. 2 kills in this half beyond that 1 round. Trying to soften up an A-site defense before they commit, but it's Grim up in the rafters, striking death from above.
The best rifler in the server.
There's a 3rd layer of the hut approach. Madger and Woxic lean back slightly. 60 still plays close door.
When the expectation was he gets better rolls, he'll play better, he'll have more confidence. I saw someone like Elige looking over his shoulder, but after some time, it looks like he has found some of that confidence, and Nyx outside makes this round go for hard to damn near impossible. Woxic and Jota now gonna try to clutch this out, but it's Grim once again from heaven.
Just no sign of slowing down inside the A-site defense. Woxic hasn't been given a thread to pull on, and he'll get bullied back with the incendiary at 20 seconds. It still burns. Grim's gonna come for you, but the actually quick switches. 2 players try to pinch this. There is just barely enough time to try it, but he will. Another player out here on the field. Woxic, nah, not gonna happen. Halzerk hits him with the missile, and that is Complexity's 7th, guaranteed.
Masterclass from both of them, man. The fact that they're even tied in scoreline, sort of like you gotta wipe clean your glasses and take a second look, but yes. Yo, lay noobs, am I right? It was Van Silly, guys.
Wall of smokes to deny JT any confirmation, but there are 2 players behind it. JT's gonna disrespect that. They do pinch through into the A site, and there's another guy behind JT, so he's in a very tough spot. Into the A floor they'll attempt. Nyx has had an uptick in performance. He's trying to catch up to the 2 stars of Nuke. 60 and Nyx, newcomers of Complexity, with a nothing to lose 2v4 on the table, but both get denied, and Wicadia will close it. It is a 4-round T-side for Aurora.
But it's just limited. It's just very limited. The other 2 maps they played, they started CT and just crushed.
Huh? All right, they know what kind of tempo they want to set. Can Aurora meet those expectations? Absolutely. Beretta's turn, spin around, and shut out Complexity. It's not going to be as easy as that.
Yeah, they got loud. They know the opportunity here to tie up.
60 Deagle at the helm with the scout right behind it, but it's these layered M4s. Well, they were layered.
Halzerk
Again.
Dude. How
the
many
fact that that second player changes position means there's 0 trade potential immediately. The other player down here in Xantares has been spotted.
Oh.
Okay, he'll get his revenge. Halzerk goes down. With that scout dead, Complexity's chances feel thin. But by God, Halzerk continues to offer it up, and 60 will capitalize too.
Jota committed, even though they had spread that far outside. And what happens here? Wicadia so close to Nyx, but he lets him go by. I don't know who this favors.
I mean, you hear that M4 fire. Madger's going to come back. He should be able to keep eyes on the smoke. Nyx is going to get exposed in a second. All good.
That was very smart out of Madger.
There's this pack of players still all together for Complexity. They wrap back through hell. There was a gun to be grabbed.
Oh, JT made a little noise.
Nobody took
Trying to help him go downstairs.
There we go. M4 now in JT's hands. He's gone ahead to find that. Grim's just going to put the bomb down. We get this quick flush from Xantares over towards ramp. Wicadia stomps onto single. Madger has slipped into the bomb site in the meantime, and so it's just this 60 Deagle. That M4 is still up towards hell. It's all about 60 somehow slowing this down while Xantares remains preoccupied. That bomb is not even at the halfway point. They'll flood down on him. Aurora recover. It's a nice shot from Halzerk. It's a little bit of a threat, but it's too much of an ask. The CTs stabilize. He routes back around. He would have heard that single door get open. Missed shot out of Woxic. That is not affordable at the moment. You've got pressure on him. He's going to dive down into the site. Wicadia holds off on 60. So at least the B site holds.
Oh, they molly turnpike. They threaten to go lower, but they can actually go back upstairs.
At 30 seconds.
2 rotations down.
Nade on Joda.
They got
Good
a lot
chip
of pressure
damage.
on opposite.
You've got Xanteris up along the wall. JT gets his. Holzer. Oh, but Madger's got a nade out. It's an easy pickup. Wicadia catches them off guard with that quick move up from Vent. And so it falls on the Opera for a clutch. Woxic's able to get footing out.
He made noise.
Nade should finish Holzer. He
No.
dives away.
4 health.
Just unkillable, and then he'll take the fight to the Opera. Woxic able to survive that. Holzer makes the move, but now it's Grim looking for a chance to close this out. He has been lights out in this series. And so he sits back sight and waits. With nades on his belt, he'll peek. It is timing to a T.
Woo! Leave it to Grim, baby, in that 1v1.
Again, pressure early. It's going to be ramp. Joda saw the shadow. Easy for him. Finishes off the second. Third kill for Joda.
That's brutal.
Triple A hold.
That is an amazing spray out of Jota. Ramp is closed. JT goes down. And Jota, who was the star of the show, CT side back on Anubis. They're looking very healthy now. Meanwhile, Halzerk has to get downgraded here to the Galil. Oh, and Nyx dies. Where's that in this? Squeaky spam?
Goes back though. Cross isn't covered.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Wicadia tries to shoot at a smoke that's not fully covered, so the gap is made wide for Sixy to double down this round.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for complexity. Oh, and Madger's trying to find a way back into the round already. Like, how quick is this timing?
I mean, if he tries to climb up, it's going to get heard by JT, who's still standing on top of main.
Oh.
Joda steps forward into Halzerk's crosshair, and he'll win the duel with a Galil.
Wow, now there's just like very little chance.
JT didn't react.
What?
Now he's but he recovers the shot regardless.
Madger shot and unpeaked. What, he thought that JT was looking at him, I guess, when he did that, but that had to be their last opportunity. Xanteris just... How's he going to get back into this? He was waiting lower.
Nothing comes to him, and his teammates don't hold the line.
Uh-oh.
Halzerk to 20 frags off this one.
I mean, this is a really important piece of rotation that Sixy has. Woxic, it is just a scout. Nice one from Nyx.
Blasted off the angle. Xanteris will connect a second kill this round.
They have Vent covered right now, so it comes down to Jota here to hold off lower.
Okay, he does. Pistol in hand. All he needs. Halzerk kicks him pinned in, and that's the bomb scoop back up. Halzerk to the clutch. He's been playing phenomenally, and he baits Wicadia to open the door. He's got still a bit of time. Peeks in, kills him, but the nade will get him from beyond the grave. Wicadia gets this one on the board.
Oh man, the 5-7 out of Jota, and Sixy doesn't get his kill in Vent.
Smoke so thick that the frag, it still opens just enough gap. Sixy tries to run across. Nyx also just gets wounded. This is not nearly as comfortable a round for Cole. Wicadia finishes off the job. An Aurora that's starting to power up.
And the chance of Halzerk opens the door at the right time. This gets a little weird for Wicadia because they don't have noise lower. They don't know that they are surrounding the joint. And they get that first kill.
Oh no.
And the ramp rotate goes back.
Double Molotov, that gives just enough for the other CT to peek out and throw his. Grim kind of flustered and also dropped in health, down to 32. JT's on the wall. You've got 3 bodies here from the ramp, and Madger's nade is money, but so's JT's hold, and he goes back to the other doorway. They're toying with him, trying to draw his attention in both directions. Eventually, the single door will strike. Xanteris gets his next one. It is Halzerk into another clutch, this time with a better gun, and the timing looks good here. They've already crossed over.
Oh, what?
It's the headshot. Another ping.
No!
That's ridiculous. Norwegian dominance, complexity to 12.
He points at his jersey. He knows. He did that by himself. I can't believe that first shot. The reaction is insane. What? Oh. That's a world-class clutch. 4-12. Fuck honeymoons. They're in it for the long term. They built towards this.
And Grim finds the entry into the A site. They're gonna pounce on it at the same time. Here comes the heaven swing. Woxic scout down. Sixy gets his. A bit more impact in. Joda's finding the AK on the flank though. Aurora keeping the sketchy. Zanteres dives into the side again. And so Holzer comes up, and not this time. Denied at the final hurdle in the final moment of what felt like Complexity's final round. Aurora offer a reminder. Zanteres on the prowl.
Yesto.
60 just missed the timing, but if you keep spamming here, Woxic, this is an open invitation for JT, and the cover from the red box, that's why JT feels as confident as he did. A Galil in hand won't be able to best Joda. Goes back to the ramp. 60 comes in with more impact, and Holzer's back into the kill feed. Line up here for Madger.
Nick's got his on ramp, and now it's just Madger alone.
That's it. The IGL between Complexity and a critical victory here in Bucharest. Interviewed at the start of this event, Grim said, "Oh, I hope maybe we can make playoffs." But he's not working with much here. Flash and an MP9 and a locked-in vent position. Hearts, Tremor, Nyx finishes, and Complexity in a semi-final for the first time in 11 months. Not since Pro League did this team step forward as they have today.